Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at the foot of a mountain, lived a young man known for his laziness. While the other villagers worked hard in the fields and workshops, he spent his days lounging under a tree, napping and daydreaming. His father, a hardworking farmer, would often scold him, but his words fell on deaf ears. One day, an old friend of his father, a wise traveler with a wealth of life experiences, came to the village. This traveler had seen many lands and learned valuable lessons along the way. Whenever he came by to visit, the young man could be found napping under the tree. The traveler, noticing the boy's laziness, approached him one afternoon and asked, "Why do you lie here all the time? Why don't you help your father with the work?" The young man lazily opened one eye and replied, "Oh, let me sleep. Working in the fields is hard. I can't do that." He yawned and lay back down, uninterested. Seeing the young man's lack of motivation, the traveler asked, "Would you like to become rich?" This caught the young man's attention. He sat up, a little more interested now. "Yes, of course. Can you make me rich?" The traveler smiled, his eyes twinkling. "There is a cave behind the mountain where a precious diamond lies hidden. If you can find it, you will be rich forever." The young man's eyes widened, and he immediately became eager to know more. "But climbing the mountain is difficult," he said, still a little hesitant. The traveler chuckled. "If you can't even climb the mountain, then you'll never find the diamond." He started to leave. "Wait!" the young man called out, determined. "I'll go! Are you telling the truth?" The traveler nodded. "But remember, the cave is on the other side of the mountain. The journey is long and hard, but the reward is great." Excited by the idea of wealth, the young man set off, determined to find the diamond. The climb was tough, and he grew tired quickly. However, the cool breeze and the thought of the diamond kept him going. After much struggle, he reached the top and was amazed by the breathtaking view. It was the first time he had ever felt the satisfaction of accomplishing something difficult. But as he started to descend, the journey grew even harder. He stumbled and fell many times, but he pushed on, driven by the thought of the diamond. Finally, after much hardship, he reached the cave, only to find it empty. There was no diamond. Disappointed, he searched again and again, but there was nothing. "Why did the traveler lie to me?" he thought. "I've done all this work for nothing." Feeling defeated, the young man wondered if he should stay in the cave forever. But deep down, he knew he could not survive there. Despite his exhaustion, he gathered what little strength he had left and began the long return journey. When he finally made it back to the village, he went straight to the traveler. The traveler greeted him with a smile. "Ah, you've returned. How was your journey?" Angry and confused, the young man blurted out, "Why did you lie to me? There was no diamond in the cave." The traveler looked at him kindly and said, "But I think you found it." The young man was puzzled. "What do you mean?" The traveler smiled and explained, "Before your journey, you were too lazy to help your father, too lazy to even work in the fields. But now you've climbed a mountain, faced hardships, and returned. You've discovered the diamond of diligence, the true treasure. With this new diligence, you can achieve anything in your life." The young man was struck by the traveler's words. He realized that the journey had transformed him. The mountain had tested his limits, and through hard work, determination, and persistence, he had gained a new sense of strength and purpose. He had found a hidden potential within himself, his true diamond. From that day forward, he worked alongside his father with dedication and effort, no longer shirking responsibility. The diamond of diligence had been found, not in the cave, but within himself. This story teaches us a powerful moral lesson. Laziness is often rooted in a lack of motivation or purpose. Just like the young man, we may become complacent in life when we don't have a clear goal or desire. But once we find that drive, our laziness fades away, and we begin to work toward our dreams. Additionally, often we don't realize our own potential until we challenge ourselves. The diamond of diligence lies within each of us, waiting to be discovered through hard work, persistence, and dedication.